I'm in one of the most toxic relationships of my life, and I paid to be here. And I hate to say it, but I actually really do need them. So I am going to try to work it out. Like I said, this is the most toxic relationship I've ever been in. However, they really do help me as far as like my finances, my organization, my social life. So life without them would be very difficult. It's something I'm willing to work on, but I know that I'm going to be the one who has to set boundaries, or else they're just going to take over my life. So if you're in a similar situation and you're just in like a super toxic relationship with your phone, here are some ways that you can heal that relationship and really take back control over your life. Number one, you need to go ahead and clear your notifications every single night. This might sound like a hassle, but it's really not, okay? The reason why it's so important to go ahead and clear your notifications every night is because if you wake up in the morning and you see 100 things to do, DMs, messages, Uber Eats, Grubhub, H&M, all these different notifications feeding for your attention first thing in the morning, you're going to automatically feel like you're missing out on something that you're not. And you're going to be way more inclined to go ahead and grab your phone, answer those messages, and realize that half those things were from 7 days ago. By clearing your notifications, you can make sure that every morning when you wake up, that even though you shouldn't grab your phone first, that whenever you do pick up your phone, that there are actual new things that need your attention and that you're not carrying anything over from the day before. The next thing that you should do is make sure that you're blocked from certain apps first thing in the morning. You really shouldn't be grabbing your phone first thing in the morning because you're already inundating your mind with things that don't really matter. I feel like your morning time should be time for prayer, for reflection, for tea, for just like really figuring out how your day's gonna flow, not being bombarded with things that don't really matter. And I just know from like personal experience, whenever I grab my phone first thing in the morning and start scrolling, I don't stop scrolling. I just scroll. And now I feel tired even though I didn't really do anything. So to avoid this, you can go ahead and actually use your iPhone settings, or you can use an external app. So if you go to the settings in your phone and you go to screen time, you'll then go to app limits. You can actually block the amount of time that you're able to use your phone during the day. So you can set it to like 30 minutes to use Instagram and TikTok or YouTube or whatever. But this will just make sure that you're not mindlessly scrolling first thing in the morning. If you want, there's also a completely free app called Opal, which I use. With Opal, you can go ahead and set time frames that you're not able to use your phone. So I have mine blocked for first thing in the morning, and you can do it from, let's say, like 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. or whatever you want to do. But you can set time frames that you're actually able to block your phone from allowing you to access certain apps. So you're literally banned from using your phone first thing in the morning. Some people feel bad if this is them. They feel like, oh, I should be able to have self-control. But I don't think you should make yourself feel bad for not being able to not use your phone. It's literally an addiction. It gives your brain dopamine. Cut yourself some slack and just download the apps. The next thing that you could do to heal your relationship with your phone is to get a hobby. Yeah, get a hobby. I know a lot of times we might be using our phone because we have just too much time. Like, oh, it's my day off. Let me go scroll on my phone and just kill 30 minutes, which turns into 3 hours. So one thing that I definitely recommend is by getting a hobby. There's so many things that I look back to my childhood that I really enjoy doing. I just don't have the time for it now. When in reality, I have the time. It's just most of that time is spent scrolling on my phone. So if you're someone who has been wanting to start painting, learning a new language, learning how to write poetry, taking a pottery class, learning how to cook, learning how to bake, working on your car, how much time could you actually be spending doing that you instead waste on your phone? So if you're one of those people who finds themselves just scrolling because you have nothing better to do, I'm pretty sure you have something better to do. Just discover it. Now, if you're the opposite of that person and you actually have 1,000 things that you need to do, but you still find yourself scrolling on your phone just because it's like a stress reliever for you, and you're like, Tia, I have things to do. I have things that I need to do, but I keep scrolling. It's okay, been there, done that. And this is where I share with you the let me just principle. This principle has saved my life because I too am a very experted is my expertise to procrastinate. So a great way to go ahead and combat this and not waste the time that you actually need to do things is by using the let me just principle. This is not a real principle, so if you look this up, you might not find anything. This is something I told myself. It's let me just do a small part of my task, and that will therefore lead into me actually doing what I need to do. For example, if I have to write an essay and I don't want to write that essay, let me just write the intro, figure out the body, you know, like the pinpoints of the body, then I'll be done. Then I'll go ahead and scroll. But what happens is once you get into the flow of things, you're like, since I'm here, let me just continue. Let me just finish this part. Let me just finish the essay. It really just comes to starting. A lot of times, you'll actually find the motivation to do what you need to do once you just start doing a little bit of it. So whatever you're trying to avoid, find a small, easy piece that you can actually get done and say, let me just put down your phone, actually power it off, do that thing, and you'll likely get it done. I hope you guys found this video to be helpful. Hopefully you don't have to spend a couple $100s in therapy, and hopefully you don't have to break up with your phone. Let me know how you guys like these tips and tricks. I really hope that they were effective, and go ahead and comment down below which ones that you either think that will be the best for you or you already tried and already working. This is Sage Christelle, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.